Hi there, it's Kim Butler with a market update. We're going to give you a snapshot of what's been going on in the Loveland real estate market for the last 10 months. So from January down to October 2018, we're going to look at what's been going on and how the mortgage interest rates have been impacting that. So we're going to show you the mortgage interest rates and how they've been affecting the market. So let's dive in right now. The big story in Loveland real estate in 2018 was the reduction in inventory. We're looking at the monthly active listing snapshot here and the difference between the previous year, 2017. So in January, we were down 22.7%. We had that many fewer homes to sell. In February, it was down 20%. In March, 14.6, 8.9, 5.5. And then in June, 24.6% fewer homes for sale. That impacts the total market, especially buyers, so not as many people wanted to sell their homes. In July, 21.7%, August, 13%, September, 16.4%, and October, 8.1%. So the year-to-date listings sold by October was down 12.3% from 2017, simply because we had fewer homes to sell. That was a quick look at January to October, just at the inventory and how that was reduced and the total number of sales. But now I'm going to take a more readable format and we're going to dive in and just look at month by month and show you the other statistics, okay? Loveland started the year out with a 20.7% drop in the number of new listings compared to the previous January, and that created a shortage, and so you can see that the median sales price went up by 13.7%. Even though there was a shortage of houses, the days on market slowed down by 20%. So it took longer to sell those homes for some reason than it did the year before. And the total inventory of homes, as you can see, was down by 28.6%. We had a 1-month supply of houses at that point. In February, Loveland's new listings was down 25% from the previous year, but now the prices are only 1.9% more than last year, so the price has moderated. The days on market indicated that it was taking 17.4% longer to sell those homes, and the inventory of homes was still down 26.6% from 2017. In March, Loveland was still down 24.7% from 2017, but the price was climbing up a little bit to 3.6 over 2017. The warm spring weather in March caused the market to speed up even faster by 2.5% than 2017, even though the inventory was extremely low, 32% below 2017 at that point. Loveland new listings rose sharply from being behind 25% to being ahead of 2017 by 13.2%. And the median sales price was 5.9%. The spurt we saw in March didn't last very long. In April, the days on market expanded out to 17.2% more than 2017. And that's because we had a lot more listings on the market and our inventory problem wasn't as large and buyers had more choices and interest rates were going up, so it slowed the market down. And we started seeing more price reductions. Now we're into the month of May, the last days of school, and families start thinking about moving to new homes. Loveland new listings is still lagging behind in May by 14.5%, and the appreciation rate has slowed a little to 4.6%. In May, it was still taking 13.6% longer to sell a house than it did in 2017, even though the inventory was still 22.3% below what it was in 2017. So the interest rate changes were having an impact. In June, we saw a slowing in the market in Loveland. The inventory started picking up a little bit, but the median sales price was almost flat level with last year. Sellers started dropping their prices, so the speed of the market picked up and the days on market dropped to 51, and the month's supply of inventory was down to 1.6 months, 30.4% lower than 2017. Now we're into the month of July, which is traditionally the peak of our seasonal real estate market. New listings in July for the city of Loveland was almost dead even with last year, and the appreciation rate was only 2.6%. The days on market was still 12.1% more than 2017, and the inventory of homes was down 23.1% in July. The number of new listings in Loveland dropped again in August to 12.4% less than last year, but the median sales price was up to 8.4%. With the drop in inventory and rising interest rates, buyers decided to jump in, so the days on market dropped by 7% from a year ago. The number of new listings in September in Loveland was down 10.1% from last year, but the median sales price was up 9.1%. The days on market was just 2 days less than a year ago, and the inventory was still 12.1% below 2017. Loveland added 9% more new listings in October than a previous year, and the median sales price was up 3.5%. Homes were moving at a pretty good clip in October, 13.9% fewer days on market than a year ago, and the month's supply of inventory was almost the same at 1.8. Rising mortgage rates played a big part in flattening out the real estate market in our area and across the whole country this summer. So I promised you some information on mortgage rates, so here it is. Mortgage interest rates have been creeping up slowly throughout the year, and in October-November timeframe they hit a 7-year high. But in the first week of December, they've backed off just slightly, down to 4.82. So that's the mortgage interest rate at the time. Here's a look at the mortgage interest rate since January 2014. It dropped for a couple of years there. Then in January 17, it spiked up. There was negative impact, so it slowly dropped a little bit. But then in January 2018, it took off again, and they've got it up to that 5% level just about. So that's the latest in interest rates. And if you'd like this information, shoot me an email and I'll sign you up with our monthly market snapshot and keep you up to date on what's going on with the real estate market and mortgage rates.